first metatarsal, you could do that again. Okay, so now we're going to come up and we're going to hold the heel. We're going to put our forearm up in there against the arch. Don't pull it away from the dysfunction. Push it to the dysfunction. Notice how I roll in my wrist into it. Just roll it. There you go. Roll that wrist into it. Get that faction to push in toward the heel. Work around the lip by moving the elbow around the heel. Work different ways around that. Just kind of pushing that tissue in toward the heel. Good. Once I've done that a little bit, we're good. Everybody, it's different now. Now I'm reaching over the foot, and I have it against my belly, and then I'm going to isolate the first MTJ, first metatarsal joint, right here. Wiggle it up and down. This one braces it. This one wiggles it up and down. Zoom out just a little bit. Show the whole thing. Okay, so I'm wiggling the big toe as I brace with the other thumb just around that navicular bone. That's called the hip capsules. This is for a hip capsule. What's a hip capsule? It's where the hip, the ball and socket goes together. It's where the femoral head, the head of the femur, goes into the socket. That's what I'm getting ready to work on. When you have elderly people or people that have this lower cross, those hip capsules are tight. They can't get their knees open. The groin's tight. So what we're going to do, we're going to put them in the figure 4. We're going to come right over top of the SI with that thumb pad grip, over top like I'm doing CPR. So I'm right over my arms, and then I'm going to compress straight down into it till the slack is gone. And then I'm going to have her push her hips toward the ceiling. She pushes straight up against me, and I hold. And then when she relaxes, I push through. And it looks like this. Find the SI, which is right where I was, the PSIS and the sacrum medium, right over top. Look at me, I'm right over top. Then she pushes back at me. I take the slack out by holding my weight on her. Then she relaxes. I follow her to the table as far as she goes, and then I compress through her. I'm going to stimulate the glutes. Just all around, just get that stuff moving. Feels good to do this. It's good for the nervous system. Okay, so we start with the foot. Actually, we're going to start with the ankle. So we'll bring the leg up. Once we've got this way, we're going to do this web grip here with our hands around below the medial malleoli. So you're not on the bumps, you're below them at the ankle. Start moving the foot forward and back, and when you do the forward and back with the foot, you pull up and you pull up. So you pull up at the heel and at the forefoot.
Hey Paul, would you clarify what you mean by below in this position? It sounds really interesting. What below?
Below, when you talk about my grip?
No.
Okay, so below would be distal. Distal.
Cool. Yeah, it's
I'm just using bad language.
Totally.
Thanks, Chad. Chad, too. He's right. He's right.
It's confusing.
It's totally confusing. Distal, the furthest distance you can get underneath the bones, right? So toward the ground if they were standing. Okay, now grab that and move it back and forth, right? So the heel and the forefoot. The heel pulls up. So I'm pulling up. I got a web grip around the heel and I pull up on it. I do. You'll feel in that body if it can or cannot do these motions. Feel it. Feel that ankle. Okay, now I'm going to set it down on the ground, on the table. From here, what I want to see you do, put your hand right over top of the forefoot. So the hand goes right over top of the forefoot. The other hand comes right over top too. And so you're separating the kind of middle of the arch. Right here, you're going to have a bone. It's called the navicular bone. And then you're going to have the first metatarsal that meets it right here in the arch. You want to put your knuckles right next to that. Notice how I put my knuckles right next to this. Knuckle, knuckle. Now bring the leg down to your body. To your body. So it's on your belly. And just work that ankle arch area back and forth. So you're doing a torsion. You're just working it up and down. Making the arch move. Make that arch move. So we can go quick too. You can move it quick. You want to get this stuff moving in this arch, because if you don't get this arch moving, then they're going to have a reflex from this, which is a riding reflex. Remember the riding reflex? We need these working. So I use circles with it sometimes. I just hold it with my one hand and pin it and make it move on the other. and it can be sore in that joint. That's okay. It's gonna. When I'm at the end of the table, we're gonna do anything that looks like a bunion. So if the toe is going underneath the other toe like this, sometimes you'll see this, right? You'll see one toe under the other one. And if you see that, we'll get a better shot here. If you see that, we need to correct it. And we can. You can correct these bunions. Do lots of bunion work. So if this toe is underneath the second toe, and that's what it'll do, it'll do that. When that arch goes away, it flattens, and this toe migrates underneath this one. That's a bad deal, because then they can't balance. They lose their balance. They can't balance anymore. So you come in and you grab that toe. So you do a shotgun. It's a pistol. You come in with the index finger, thread up, and then the thumb goes around the medial border. So the finger goes through, thumb along the side, then you grip the whole toe. So you're holding it. You should be able to hold the toe.
Ow, sorry.
At that point, grab the foot here,
It's my arch.
pull, and then pull out. So as I pull, I push with my thumb right here. So I do this. That's the kind of motion. As I traction, I do that. So I push with my thumb, and I try to straighten the big toe. Okay, that's the motion. Just lean back into it. Lean back and pull on that toe. Once we've done all that, come back over. We're going to grip the top of that foot. Change your grip. Watch this one. Now the leg comes back up. Your hand is right on top of the foot still, and you're holding the foot toward the table. Now I should be able to take my elbow to my body and sling the heel. Try this. Sling the heel away from your body as you bring your elbow into your body. Just like a chicken wing. Take your right hand now, or whatever hand's free, grab the ankle. Grab the ankle. So now we do opposite. So as I push the arm, come in this way over the forefoot, palm up, curl your wrist in. Get the foot, get the plantar fascia, push it toward the heel. This is the side he tore. So he tore his plantar fascia on this foot. I would never pull away from the plantar fascia. I would never pull toward myself. I would never strip and pull. If you're doing stuff like this, I used to do this stuff. This, stop. You're going to hurt them. You need to push the tissue toward the heel. So you can push in toward the heel with your thumb, like I can push in toward the heel. But why not use a big tool and use a forearm? Get the blade of the ulna, the pinky side down, and work that stuff all the way toward that heel. Okay? Just remember that don't pull it away. Don't pull it away from the heel. Always pushing in toward it. Go to the sit bone. Find the butt bone. It's here. Back of the fist, soft. Pin and drop. My body weight's in my right arm or my pin hand. Drop your weight into it. Take the slack out. Boom. Slack out. Boom. Come down the biceps femoris, the outside hamstring, all the way to the knee. Now, if you want to, you can take a pin and then twist. You can twist and then drop. That winds up the fascia when you do that. You can twist the fascia, come into it with a twist. So come in with a little bit of a twist and then drop. Try that a little bit and see what you like. It adds a little more to it. It adds a little more.
That twist is really nice.
Do it all around. Get in the middle of the bellies. Remember, it's a lot of weight in that pin hand. And you're feeling for the texture of the hamstring. What does it feel like? Is it hard? You know, come down straight on it with your palm and see if it's hard anywhere in that hamstring. Do you feel any parts of it that feel fibrotic? Start pulling the leg in lateral motion. Start pulling the foot to you.